Is porn really damaging a relationship? Hi, my name is JC, and this is The Truth Project, where we unpack the truth about love, sexuality, and family. In the US, there are many research that say na nadodoble yung divorce rate because of people watching porn. Dahil nagkakaroon ng unmet expectations, they tend to be dissatisfied.
Married couples, or where at least one partner is viewing pornography, they're more likely to threaten splitting up. They're more likely to have more fallouts. And then they even did studies where they took a user group and exposed them to 1 hour of pornography for 6 weeks. Mild pornography. Then they had a control group who were watching nature documentaries. And then they questioned the people before and after how they viewed their spouse and how satisfied they were with them. And without fail, every single person who'd been exposed to that small degree of pornography rated their partner lower after watching it. It is this pornographic lens.
Because porn shows a different image of what lovemaking is. Sa porn, makikita natin that sex is meant for pleasure at hindi sa pagbibigay ng pagmamahal.
We have a group of guys who are no longer using internet porn. That's right, heavy users are voluntarily giving it up by the thousands. These guys are the missing control group in the great porn experiment.
Men tend to be more violent, especially on a day-to-day basis when there's an argument, when there's a disagreement. Madalas, nagiging resort ito ng mga lalaki to prove their point or assert their dominance in the relationship. And this is all because of the violence that has been ingrained in their mind. Men imitate what they see in porn in real life. Porn shows a false idea of what sex is.
Of course it affects relationships. Porn addiction is very prevalent in America, and I'm sure here too. The things that men see in videos, they expect from the women in their lives, and that's just not reality. No one is going to be that perfect. No one is going to do those acts on a Wednesday night with the person they love.
Porn becomes a source of pleasure and not a way to express love. Kaya when a husband or a wife wants to experience this pleasure pero yung asawa niya is not in the mood for it or ayaw ng asawa niya na makipag-sex sa kanya, there are a lot of cases that these people finds this pleasure with different people. Kaya nauuso yung hookup culture, yung paghahanap ng iba para lang makipag-sex, para maramdaman yung saya, yung feeling.
It's portrayed in TV and movies as the ultimate experience of adulthood, a pure rush of passion. When you're around tons of attractive people who treat random physical hookups as normal, it can be very tempting to give in to this culture. But just remember, it's a lie. It will never be able to meet your expectations, and it will never truly satisfy you. As human beings, we crave intimacy. We crave connection. We want to be seen by another person and feel like we matter to them. At its best, sex is a selfless act of surrender to another person, a gift that draws us closer together in love. We should all want to experience something like this, but we'll never find it by cheapening the experience. We'll never get there by taking shortcuts.
We undermine the effect of porn in a relationship kasi bakit ka magagalit? Ano bang masama? Video lang naman to. Buti nga, hindi ako nang bababae. But the truth is, porn changes the way we think. And this is something that we need to accept. Porn is cheating.
I got to the point where just viewing porn really wasn't enough for me. And so I wanted, kind of real life porn. And so I really began to seek out, different women in internet chat rooms, dating sites, and trying to see if I can get them to send me anything that they'd be willing to. Porn really just consumed me so much that I was seeking out other women, other relationships, having, physical affairs, emotional affairs with multiple other women.
It may seem that you are just watching a simple video, but behind that video is still another person that you are fantasizing, that you are looking with so much intent. And that is the very definition of cheating. Pagtingin sa iba at hindi sa mahal mo. Marami na tinatago ito sa asawa nila, that they are still watching porn videos whenever their husband or their wife is not around. Maraming mga mag-asawa yung tinatanggap na lang din ito kasi feeling nila ito na lang yung mabibigay nila sa asawa nila para hindi maghanap ng ibang babae or ibang lalaki. Being married to someone is a great call for us to still choose chastity.
Human sexuality symbolizes heavenly and divine mysteries. It is this holy, sacred, glorious mystery that is being mocked, that is being horrifically twisted up and maligned in pornography.
So today is the day that we need to stop watching porn because it does not help in any way in our relationship. So for couples who are struggling with pornography in their relationship, we need a combination of communication, boundaries, and spiritual support. So here are some tips that we can share to you for you to overcome this struggle of pornography. We need to acknowledge that we need God. When we are married, God is already part of our relationship. We are in a love triangle with Him. And when moments like this happen, that we need help, God is the first one that we need to go to. We need God's mercy for us to overcome this sin because we are committing a sin not just to ourselves, not just to our partner, but to God as well. And so we need to ask for forgiveness for everything that we have done. And there are concrete ways for us to do this. First is to go to confession.
Know that you are not alone. Know that Jesus loves you, and know that you can always find a home in the Catholic Church. You always have a place to go when it comes to the sacrament of reconciliation.
Also, allow yourself to be immersed with the different sacraments that we have. Go to Mass, have a personal relationship with God. Magdasal ka and allow yourself to be sensitive sa kung ano bang gusto niyang sabihin sa'yo at kung ano ba yung gusto niyang ipagawa sa'yo. You should be open. Both of you should have a non-shaming communication. Pag-usapan nyo with all honesty ano ba yung pinagdadaanan nyo. You need to be honest with yourself and with your spouse how porn is affecting your life. Kung paanong naapektuhan ng porn yung attitude, yung emotions, at yung actions mo every time you watch these videos. Because definitely, everything is connected. Admitting that you are watching porn to your spouse is not easy. Mahirap aminin na nanonood ka ng porn, but in order for you to let go all the chains, lahat ng pumipigil sa'yo, lahat ng mabigat na dinadala mo, kailangan mong buksan yung sarili mo at hayaang maintindihan ka din ng asawa mo. Because that is what will help you move on with this struggle. And with the help of your spouse, set clear boundaries. Kailangan pag-usapan nyo ano yung mga bagay na kailangan nyo gawin because there has to be a plan on how you will both agree na ito yung mga dapat na hindi na ginagawa at ito yung mga moment na kailangan mo ng tulong. And lastly, we need to rebuild intimacy and trust. When was the last time you had a date with your spouse? Kailan yung huling beses na lumabas kayo at nagkwentuhan na parang magkaibigan? You can build your trust through the initiative and efforts that you do. And we hope that through this, we get to overcome this struggle of pornography because porn destroys the very core of our relationship, and that is love. Thank you, friends, for watching. See you again next time. This is The Truth Project, changing lives one truth at a time.